Hello everyone and welcome to Hemel-Down Model Railway. So kind of getting back into the swing of doing these Saturday night live streams. I think I'm a few minutes earlier than what I said this morning, but I thought I'd just get myself all set up. So when someone does come in, if they could just let me know if the sound and the picture is okay. Just going to check through some of the settings. On my computer now. So I hope that everyone is well. Brian, hello. So the main picture is off my phone, and the one with my face on is just the laptop that I'm using, and the second one is an old iPhone 5, so it might be a little bit jumpy because I don't think it can probably handle some of the picture, but I just thought I would pop it on just for another little view. And Dave, the TVR, welcome. How are you doing? And Brian, thanks for letting me know as well. I hope you're keeping well. And Carl, welcome to the stream. How are you? Sorry, I'm just pottering around here, so you see my head ducking and diving. So, how's everyone's day been today? And Ruben, welcome to the stream. Brian, I'll add you as a mod. I just realised you haven't come up as a mod on here, so if you wanted to add in your channel or anything like that, and same with anybody here, you're welcome to add your channels or links to your channels or a certain video in the stream. Oh, Brian, you've actually got the layout working. Oh, that's good news. It'd be good to have you back up and running again. We'll have another train running shortly. I'm just waiting for the phone to have a little bit of charge on it. So I'm hoping that works. And Tom Houston, welcome. How are you? So I wasn't sure how many people might have seen my community post this morning, as you always take a bit of a gamble posting up that you're going to do a live stream on Saturdays. But I was hoping to do every other Saturday for a live stream. But this Saturday I've actually got some time off. Normally I'd be working today, but I've actually swapped my weekend. So there'll be a 2-week gap where there isn't going to be any live stream, and then I'll start with the week after that. So I might do a random one in the week or something, as long as it doesn't clash with anybody else. So it seems to have managed to change everything around then. So I don't know why I put myself on the big screen. That's never a good thing. Me with my very messy hair. Let's put that one back in and switch that one over. There we go. Good evening, Clive. And welcome to Jason Slow. Thanks for joining. It's actually not too bad. I mean, I've got sort of like my hoodie on and stuff, but it doesn't actually feel that cold up here at all. And Anthony, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. And Digger, thank you very much for joining. I hope everyone's well. So I'm just pottering around doing bits, just getting myself set up. I was a little bit less prepared for today because I had some family around. And I was showing them the layout. So I had my grandma up here who is 86, and she hadn't actually seen the layout, so she came up for a little sort of tour and have a little look around. And then I had my auntie and uncle as well. They came over and had a look. They didn't even realize that I had all of this layout going as well, so it was quite nice to see them. So yeah, so I haven't really done that much up here at the moment. I'm still charging up bits and pieces and tidying up the mess that I've been making when I've been doing bits on the layout over the last couple of days. So just bear with. I'm just going to go and get another train out. All right, I'm back. I'm hoping I've not. Hoping that I've put them on the track properly. Nope, not yet. There we go. That's that sorted. So yeah, I'm not sure how long I'll go for tonight. Probably just about an hour or just over an hour or so. Just thought I'd come up and have a little bit of a chit chat, see how people are doing. Boxcar Jerry, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you join us. So I'm hoping that the noise of the trains is not too loud. I will try and get closer to the mic of the laptop here. But every time I turn around, you probably won't hear me as much. So apologies about that. But hopefully I won't have to look at any trains jumping off the track or anything. Bernie, welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. And Loco Layton, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're keeping well. Boxcar Jerry, I will add you as a moderator as well. So if you would like to share the link for your channel, you'll feel free to do so. And same with you, Loco Layton. So the reason for everyone being mods is just so that you can post up your channel, or if you've got a recommendation to anybody of anybody else's channels, then you're more than welcome to post that up as well. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Just been saying that I've been having a bit of a family day today, so it's been quite nice to catch up with some family that I haven't seen for a while. Probably going on till about 9 o'clock-ish, Bernie. It won't be a massively long stream because I'm not sort of very prepared for one today, so just kind of seeing who pops on, sort of say hello to everyone and update you all on a little bit on what's going on. The fiddle yard's still standing. I've still got to attach a couple more legs in the corner here. But yeah, until I get more track and stuff, I won't actually do much with it. I think more of it will be planning some ideas and stuff like that as well. As potentially, I might be able to sort out some points with somebody that I was speaking to over YouTube. So depending on what points I get, I might be able to connect up a few tracks and get a little bit of that started. Anthony, are you using StreamYard OBS or do you have a paid StreamYard account? Just the free StreamYard. I don't pay for anything for StreamYard wise. If this does become probably a regular thing, then I will go for a subscription just so that I can up the video quality and stuff like that. I know that one of my cameras is a little bit jumpy and stuff as well, but that's purely because it's a really old iPhone 5. So it probably does look a little bit glitchy and stuff, whereas the main picture there is probably a little bit smoother. So if you're going live, Bernie, I can I'll pop on and join yours as well. I did watch your video as well about laying more track, so that's looking good. And Brian, going back to one of your comments that you put earlier that you got the trains running. Yeah, it's a great feeling when you get to that point of being able to run them again. Was it just a bit of a track clean and they were okay, or did you have to do anything? I mean, was there any heat damage or anything like that at all? So, Boxhard Jerry, I didn't know you could add cameras to StreamYard. Yeah, so if you're just even using like the free StreamYard, what you can do is if you log in on another device, it sends you can get a code sent to your email, and then you just log into the studio from another device. So I've opened up 2 different emails, gone into the 2 phones that I have, and then just connected them that way. So it's actually quite nice and simple. You have trains running. Oh, so you've completely finished all the loops and everything, Bernie. Amazing. You've really cracked on with that then. The model signal box. Hello and welcome to the stream. Added you as a mod as well, so if you want to post a link to your channel, feel free to do so. Anthony would need 9 emails. Yeah, I know. I was watching your stream yesterday, Anthony, and I'm sure you didn't have that many cameras before, but it looked absolutely amazing, and it seemed to be running really well as well. So, Brian, it was just a clean. You tried a controller and had a Gauge Master controller donated. That's good. I mean, at least you know that they're quite reliable, those Gauge Masters as well. And Gofland Station, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I hope that you're well. And if anyone's not seen my post on the community tab, if they have a look at Gofland Station's channel, the latest video, such a fantastic tribute and really well put together. So yeah, please do check out his channel. They can. So Bernie says they can go up to the top level as well and come back down passing points, or they can just go around the bottom level. Amazing. I do like that whole sort of dual height thing. I'm kind of wishing that I hadn't just gone with baseboards on one level and I did an open frame, a bit like what you and Alan have done. But I just thought that would be way past my carpentry skills and trying to get the trains at the right gradient and stuff. So you know, that's why I've just gone for a second level at the top, and then I'll have 3 lines down the bottom. Sorry, 4 lines down the bottom and 2 on the top. I think it just simplifies it for my woodworking skills anyway. So I was just thinking, I did have 2 trains running, but I've actually one stopped. So let me just go and grab that. I think what I'm going to do is have to clean. There's a little piece on the track, and I said about it last live stream, and I did nothing about it. So let me just see if I can give it a quick once over with the track rubber and see if that makes a difference. So nothing too interesting running at the moment. Got the Hornby King's class and the Hornby Q6. At the moment, these seem to be my only trains that are really sort of running reliably. If I was to put on some of the old Lima stuff that I've got, they're quite noisy. I didn't want to kind of take a chance and be absolutely drowned out by the noise of the locos. So I hope it's not looking too glitchy. I've cleaned that piece of track and the train's going around all right now. Woohoo! So my first live stream was in June the 17th, 2020, and I had 6 cameras. Just keep adding cameras every month. Oh, I've done something on the screen. Go, Flinda. You're also a moderator, so if you want to post your link into the channel, feel free to do so. I think when I last looked, you was on about 59 subscribers, so. And welcome to Lee. How are you, Lee? I hope you're well. Have I missed somebody coming in? Smallwood Junction. I did miss someone coming in. Hello and welcome. Added you as a mod as well. Sorry, I didn't see you pop in there. Thank you very much, Bernie. So you have a veteran enough and no heat damage. The Morley controller has no short circuit protection. One of the transformers went up in smoke. Well, at least it was only the controller that went up in smoke. I suppose that in smoke, that's a good thing. Not that it went up in smoke, but it was only that. That's what I meant. Sorry, that came out a little bit wrong. Arthur Humphreys, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're keeping well. Sorry, I'm reading away and realise then I don't end up talking. So hoping the light's not shining too bright on this camera behind me. I'll try and sort of move it around out of the shining light a little bit. There we go. So Digger, I started watching some of your video, but then I had people round, so I didn't get to see all of it. But I really like the effect of the signs on the side of the building and stuff. I saw like the picture, and then I just started watching as you were doing it. But I'll be sure to watch the rest of that later on this evening. That probably come in quite handy, actually. I think you timed it about right, because I'm just about to apply some water transfers to my coal yard. So having sort of weathered the wood and stuff on it already, having the sign a little bit weathered as well will actually work out perfectly. The local club had an exhibition today, rather a few wagons. I think it was last Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday I missed out. There was a local club going, a local club to me, and they were doing a big sort of advertising thing for stock and stuff over the last 3 or 4 weeks. And yeah, I'm gutted I actually missed out on it because I was sleeping that morning. It's so hard. Things are on at like 9-10 o'clock and stuff, and it's like, I finish work at 6, I'm home by 7, and then to try and stay awake for like 3 or 4 hours more is it's quite hard to do. Mark, are you going to the Stafford show next week? No, unfortunately, it's my weekend to work, so I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So yeah, there's no chance of me going anywhere show wise. I was hoping to get to Getz, but again, I'll be working, so I can't do that one either, which I'm really gutted about. I mean, last time there was a flaming fuel crisis on, and I didn't have the petrol to be able to get to Milton Keynes, because it was a bit weighing up my options of, do I get the children to school or do I go to Getz? And yeah, I had to make sure that the children were getting to school, so I couldn't risk the petrol. This year it doesn't seem like there is going to be a fuel crisis, and yeah, I'm still not going to be able to go, but I'm sure I'll enjoy everybody's videos that they put out about it and stuff, and it will feel like you're there after watching so many of them. But I do enjoy that. Maybe I might be able to get to some shows if there are some sort of in October time, because I do have a little bit of time off then. So there is a Telford show the following week. Oh, I'll see how far that is in distance for me to travel. Obviously, like me being in London and stuff. But if there's one that I'm definitely going to and other people are, maybe I'll post it up in my community tab, and you can kind of see where I'm going to be or if I'm going. But I definitely want to go to one. It'll be so nice to go and see other people's layouts and stuff. A little bit of inspiration and stuff. So you can probably see on the camera, I've started to paint some of my rock faces and stuff. They still need another wash over them. It didn't come out as well as expected. So I'm hoping I can sort of salvage that and just put another wash over the top just to kind of tone them down. Telford show's about 350 miles away. Then yeah, I don't think I'll be making that one then. Thank you, Anthony. I imagine you're talking about the Blue King's class. And that is sound fitted as well. So it's actually, it's only Hornby TTS sound, but it's quite nice. The rock faces doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you can only see kind of like a little tiny bit on that. I think it does look a little bit better, maybe a little bit further down. I'll see if I can move the camera around in a moment and see if that's any better. I'm going to plug in. I think that's saying low battery. So let's plug this one in before it goes flat. See if that works for a little bit until this one's charged up enough, and then I'll swap them over. I didn't bring up enough chargers, so I'm hoping that that one stays all right. And Dinmore Junction, welcome. So I was just reading through everybody's messages, make sure I hadn't missed anything. So this shows you all the events in the country. Just opening up that now, and I'll have a little sneaky peek. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll bookmark that. Like every time I just kept Googling when the shows were on and stuff. Oh. I won't read that now. I'll come back to it. Otherwise, I'll end up reading that all night. So I'm really looking forward to about 3 weeks' time when the new loco comes. That'll be my second sound-fitted loco. Hey, Flymo, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you're keeping well, sir. You can pop in your postcode and it shows you all the events in your area. Awesome. That sounds dangerous. So I'm getting the GT3 in BR Black Early Crest livery from KR Models. I purchased 4 Oxford diecast today from a local model railway exhibition. What ones did you get? And Ostrey Road TMD, welcome and thank you for joining. Add you in as a mod as well. I'm hoping that there's no echo. I can slightly hear my phone in the background. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not coming up as a big echo on this. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you, Flymo. I've had a nice day with the family. I've had my grandma up here, who's 86, and she's been up in the loft. And also my auntie and uncle popped over. They didn't even know I had a layout or a YouTube channel. So I gained myself another subscriber, which was nice. But yeah, they came up here and we were just sort of chatting about trains, and she recognised some of the locos that she had bought me as a child and stuff. So that was quite nice. And there's no echo. Thank you, Tom. Getting into a loft at 86, respect. Yeah, definitely. So I said to her, I don't know if I can keep crawling under this layout if I'm in my 70s. And she went, well, Mark, I'm 86, and if I can do it, you'll be able to do it. So there we go. A Jaguar, Morris Minor Estate, minivan, and a Ford Capri. Classics. I think Alan Reynolds will respect you for the Jaguar. And as a child, I had a Mini, so the minivan, yeah, I wanted one of those. They're pretty cool. And my dad had a Ford Capri. There's some pretty cool cars there, some nice additions. I've got a few Oxford diecast stuff, but they're mostly just in the LNER blue. You might be able to just see that little truck that's just perched on that cliff there. That's one of them, the Oxford diecast stuff. Loco Leighton, thank you very much, and thanks for popping in. Just thinking back to some of the cars that my dad had. What was it? Hillman Imp, I think, was one of the earliest cars that I can remember. A Hillman Imp. I think it's a Hillman Imp. I hope I'm saying that right. I've had visits today, and yes, the conversation turned into trains. Yeah, my conversation. I mean, not at work. I don't really talk to anybody at work about it, but most of my conversation in my household is I always drop in something about my layout or somebody else's channel. I'm always like, oh, have a look at this, or are my kids interested in the layout? They are to some degree. So I've got 2 boys and 3 girls. Um, the girls come up here and they help me sort of tidy up and bits. They sort of just want to know how it's going. The boys not so much, but my son, who's the youngest son, who's 7, has been building like a Thomas train tracks downstairs, and I think he's kind of sort of getting into it a little bit, but he hasn't. I mean, he's still in that sort of being on the computer Minecraft kind of thing. So he hasn't really sort of got into it yet, and I don't really want to sort of pressure him into it and say, oh, you have to be up here and have a look at this and stuff. It's kind of left it to their free will, but my daughters and stuff, they'd all do to it, sort of like take an interest in what's new or what I've done, or like kind of seeing it develop and stuff like that. So I did say it right, Hillman Imp. Yeah, I remember my dad having one of those. Funny little thing. I mean, I do wish that they took a bit more interest into it and stuff, but they're all growing their own personalities at that age and stuff. But hopefully, one of them might take it on if I'm gone. Goflin, that's the same as my very youngest daughter. She wants to come up and have a look and see it, and I think it's the fun of being in the loft. And then she's now into sort of doing things in the garden and stuff like that. So she's very much sort of like an outdoorsy type of girl, which is fine. I mean, as long as they sort of take a little bit of an interest, it's not too bad. Maybe it's because I talk about it too much, and that's why they don't come up here as often. Oh well. Oh, I'm sure he's not being brainwashed. It looks like he really enjoys them, Anthony. So yeah, my children, my eldest is 16 and my youngest is, oh no, I nearly failed then, 6. I can remember the reg of a few of the cars I grew up around. My dad had a Mini with the start button on the floor, and the water came in the other holes of the floor. Yeah, I remember my a number plate of one of my Minis as well, an old T-Reg one. I still remember it to this day. But that had one of those long wooden paintbrushes as a dipstick, because for some reason, I don't know, either it flew out somewhere or it either didn't come with one. But I remember the long wooden paintbrushes being stuck in to seal it. Mine was BGY24T. I remember the first time when I was 17, I bought a Mini. It was a black one. And I bought it with some inheritance money, and that was F400 DUS. And I put all big arches on it. I put bigger wheels on it. I had a little sound system in it and everything. The boot was just full of speakers. Not that you could fill a Mini with speakers, but that's all it had, is one of those little standalone, an amplifier and a big like 10, 12-inch speaker in the boot. At the exhibition, I got to see the new Dapple Dimmer Manor, but without sound, as we were still waiting to take delivery of the sound versions of the Manors. Those Manor classes do look really smart. I've seen them do, I think it was a test video with the sounds and stuff, and it does sound really good as well. And for the price point as well, I definitely do think that they're really good value. Because I was toying up whether or not to get another sort of steam loco, and I thought I've got quite a lot of them and wanted a little bit of variety. That's why I went for like the gas turbine one. I think it just, the sound would be a little bit different and stuff. Paintbrush for a gear stick. I saw an Audi with a fence post holding the back axle up on one side. Right for the islands, but on the main roads, no way. Wow. Austin 1300 in autumn gold. Lovely. Was that the Austin Maestro, was it? Or Austin Metro? I think I remember my stepdad having an Austin Maestro. Quite a boxy sort of car. My first car didn't have an electric wash because it had a rubber plunger. I remember one story. My friend, because I always had Minis, and he bought a Metro, and he was so proud of this white little Metro. And where I used to live, they had this little Ford, and people with their Land Rovers would take their cars through. So it's probably only the third day that he had this thing, and literally he was like, right, I'm going to go full pelt. So he took it through this Ford, and obviously worst case, stopped right in the middle, car filled up with water, and there's me and him trying to push it out. I mean, this Ford was only about sort of, I don't know, 2 foot, 3 foot, something like that. But yeah, it still managed to come in through the door sills and everything and get stuck. I've never seen an 18-year-old cry so much. Roger, welcome to the stream. That's his name about Austin Allegro. My favourite car was the Cavalier. Oh, I remember the Cavalier. I think I remember my dad having a red Cavalier. It had a bit of a boot to it. Like the boot's not that you open up that takes the whole sort of, was it a hatchback one? I'm sure it was quite an old one. I think that was like an M Reg or something like that. The old M Reg. But I'm a kid from the 80s, so I don't really remember too many. But my stepdad had like, Ford Cortinas, a Granada. So I remember kind of those sort of the 80-ish, 70s, late 70s, early 80s cars. I tend to stick to one or two eras and only going for Western stock. Well, when I originally started this channel, I was actually only really going to go for like the LMS. Then I decided I was going to go for LMS and LNER. Then I picked up a couple of Great Westerns and really liked those. And it's just expanded from that. Then I only like steam trains, and then I went and got a Class 52, a Class 43, a Class 47, and it's just kind of expanded and gone off the scale. So now it seems to be like anything goes with regards to trains on my layout. And I think that's probably some of the reason that I've decided to add a sort of a more modern image to the second height, so that it won't look out of place if I'm doing like the steam stuff on some of the bottom level, a mixture of modern buildings up the top and some slightly older sort of steam era buildings and stuff like that. And I think I saw, yes, I did, Alan Reynolds, welcome. I hope you're keeping well. Jags are your favourite. Yeah, Dinmore was just saying that he had brought an Oxford die-cast Jag. Appreciate that. I had met Kit arrive today. I know what it should look like now, Mark. Oh, did you get the viaduct as well? If so, they were really nice to build those. And Tom Couples, don't think I said hello to you. I didn't see you pop in, so apologies on that. I hope you're keeping well. And seeing how the cameras are holding up with battery. I might try and change this one round a little bit, the main one, so you can see maybe a little bit of the cliff stuff that I have started. Let me just bring it round and see if this is any better to that kind of edge. No, not really. Maybe I'll take it off cameras, off the tripod a second, and just show you what I've started to do is there, but I'm not 100% if I'm happy with it or not yet. I might do another little layer and then sort of add a bit over the top and a few more darker washes and stuff. I'll be back on the tripod again. And Alan from Yeah, get that right. Alan from Dragon Junction. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Dinmore, I was hoping to get to Gets, but unfortunately, um, I can't make it due to work commitments and stuff. Yeah, with adding some of those rocks and stuff, I think because it all just looks like, with the brown paint and the brown cliff faces and stuff, and it's got no greenery on it and some bushes. Maybe it might, like you say, it might look a little bit better once it's all sort of tied in a little bit. Stream is working well, Mark. I hope to do the same soon. We are a gang. We sure are, Alan. Yeah, I mean, one of my cameras up here, so the one that says "Welcome everyone," like sort of kind of the long shot, I can see it's a little bit jumpy, but that's like a really old iPhone 5. The camera is not as good as the main one, which I'm using here, which is the iPhone 12 Pro. And then I've just got like a laptop camera here from an old HP laptop. So yeah, I might work on getting a little better sort of setup in camera wise and stuff. But for now, all the money is getting pumped into doing anything on the layout. So cost of new locos. But yeah, as I was saying before, going back to having just all sort of like steam trains and stuff. I mean, for a while I was like, oh, this is the only way that I want to go. And then seeing so many other people's channels, with like the Class 66s, the sounds of those, the Deltics and stuff that have come along, and the Bachmann Class 37s and stuff, I've really kind of got into sort of, that sound of a diesel locomotive and stuff. So I'll be looking forward to getting myself possibly one of those in the future. But going for the GT3, the gas turbine engine sound, I thought it was just pretty cool, bit like a jet plane and stuff. So yeah, I thought that would be a nice addition to the layout. The rocks are a bit brown, but it doesn't look too bad from here. Yeah, there was a bit of. I was kind of like mixing paints, and it had. I thought I'd put some sort of like yellow in it, a little bit of brown for some mud and stuff. But I might just sort of grass it up and put some bushes in, and just sort of try and hold it as hide it, not hold it, hide it the best that I can. Oh, yes, we should be announced. Excuse me. This makes me laugh every time. Mr. August, Alan, that video that you did was probably one of the best intros I've seen on a video in a long time. That had me in stitches and my wife as well. I had to play it to her. It was so funny. Good job on that video. You'll probably next year win YouTuber of the Year award from Hornby. You'll get nominated for that one, I reckon. Just making sure that everything's kind of running still. Gofland, I didn't think I would get over 100. But I don't know why. It's it happened, and it seems to be doing all right. So yeah, I'm really thankful for everybody that's subscribed to my channel. I'm sure it's some of it is algorithms of YouTube and stuff like that as well. It's you know where they push your videos up and suggested content and all that stuff. And Simon, the railway enthusiast, welcome to the stream. I hope you're keeping well. And Eagle Creek Yard, thank you very much for joining. I hope you're well too. And Christopher, hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well too. You're not late. I was actually early. So at the moment, I'm swapping out some metal wheels for some of my other like rolling stock and stuff. So I will be able to film a few more sort of sorry, just reading bits in the chat. Yes, I will be able to start putting some different locos on and stuff once the collection builds up a little bit more. So you won't always be seeing steam locos. But I'm made a little bit more progress. I'm almost getting my second and third DCC lines in. So all I need now is just to get more DCC locos. But hopefully, like I say, in 3 weeks, I'll have one more DCC fitted loco. And then, yeah, I've tried to have a look for like a sound decoder for the Q6. And it says it's like a discontinued one now, and they're wanting 109 quid for it. And I don't think, as much as I love that loco, I don't think I can stretch to go in £109 for a sound fitting decoder. I'd rather buy or put it towards a whole new train, to be honest. So just having a little flick through the chat, see what people are saying. People subbing to each other and saying hello, which is all great. All credit to Peter Dixon on that film. And Eagle Creek Yard, Ben. Sorry, not even I knew that. Stephen Cameron, welcome to the chat. I hope you're well. So I'm terrible with names. I might have to start making a list a bit like what you do, Alan. So get some of them and then others just elude me. I know I was like that. I started out with, I think it was like 4 I had that was inherited from my dad and my granddad. And yeah, yeah, then it kind of just sort of built from there, really. I mean, I don't own many like brand new ones. I've all gone like secondhand, just with like the cost and stuff. So yeah, they've been slightly little sort of poor runners and stuff. We've just given a bit of a clean up, and they seem to work all right. Oh, what we're done. There we go. Bernie has more logos than Hattons. Yeah. Lee, thank you very much for joining, and I'll catch you on your live stream tomorrow. Alan says, I'm DC, but if I could afford DCC, I would. Yeah, it is a big expense. I think, the reason for me going into DCC was just, the sounds and stuff. I do like that kind of the sound thing. Although I haven't got sound on at the moment and stuff, but sometimes when there's no one in the house, I stick the sound on one of the locos. But yeah, I think it just adds to a little bit of atmosphere and stuff like that. But it is definitely, very expensive. With I'm not a single man, so the money has to be evenly distributed with family. Bye, Tom. Thank you very much for popping in. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat as well. So if you see that blank look on my face on the camera, it's because I'm trying to read it. Then I have to scroll back because I'm halfway through reading something, and then the next message pops up. And did I say someone? Simon going to see Class 55 Deltic next Saturday. Does anybody watch that? Was it Train Truckers? I was watching that the other day, and they were moving. I think they've done 2 with the Deltics now. Royal Fusilier and it eludes me. But they had a couple on there that they were just. I forgot what I was going to say then. Train Truckers, yeah, they had a few Deltics on there that they were doing and stuff. No, I'm not the only one who watches it then. It's a great program, Mark. I watch it when I can. Yeah, I just have them like recorded and stuff. I think I recorded like series 1 and I've never watched it and kind of put it off and stuff and thought, oh, this is probably a load of rubbish. But they do actually show you a lot more of the loco, not just about sort of like moving it and stuff. They do a little bit of like where it's going and all that sort of stuff. It's on yesterday. Not it was on yesterday. It's on the channel yesterday. Whee, that's me trying to be funny. Yeah, I mean they move all sorts. They're picking up brand new trains from. I think I watched one was from brand new train from Spain that was going over to be on the network in like Manchester and stuff like that. So I knew that someone was going to put that, but I didn't want to sing it out loud. Well done, Brian. They have a lot of railway stuff on Freeview Channel 26. Oh, I didn't even know they have stuff on the Freeview and that because I've got a TV upstairs and stuff that's just connected to Freeview, and because I normally have Sky and stuff, so I just pre-record things off there. But I'll have a little look at that. So the train traffic yard is just 3 miles away from me. Yeah, I mean, you see like people taking photos of it, like when they're pulling it into their yard and stuff like that. So must admit, I've never seen a loco on the back of a lorry. I'd probably be hanging out the car window or something, trying to take a quick video. I know what I'm like. I mean, apart from like going to Didcot and stuff, I haven't been to any other heritage railway sites. I was going to go to Severn Valley Railway. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I love the Sherman tank on the flat car. Yeah, it's the Oxford Rail one. It's quite nice. I want to get a couple more of those for like my war scene and stuff. Obviously, with it being a tribute to my granddad and stuff, he was in the tank division, in the tank regiment in Egypt just after the war. Um, I know they wouldn't have had Sherman tanks there and stuff, but it's the closest I could get. You'll be at the Severn Valley Railway tomorrow. Oh, I'm gutted because that looks absolutely great there. That and the Great Central, two places I definitely want to go. I see something about location. Anyone local to West Sussex? Oh, I'm no good with direction. I'm close to London, about 20 minutes away from London. So, yeah, I can just about work out how to travel to work, let alone travel most places in the country. And I see Captain Static just pop in. Sure, someone just said hello. Yes, there we go. Just add you as a mod, so if you want to add the link into your channel, you're welcome to do so, Mark. And I hope you're keeping well. Alan Reynolds, I did reply to your message. You said about a Zoom meeting again. I'm free any time tomorrow if you want to catch up. Just ping me an email with a time. I think I start work at 8 o'clock, so anything before 7, we can have a catch up if you're free. Don't worry, Mark, about being late. But I think a couple of Saturdays ago, I actually started about 7:30, and decided to come and sort of move it until about 8 o'clock and stuff. So yeah, so don't worry about being late and stuff, but I'm really glad that you could pop through. And yeah, Christopher, I know that obviously last time you had caught the dreaded bug, should I say, and we couldn't actually meet up at Didcot and stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to go to the Great Central Railway. So yeah, I'll definitely let you know when I'm sort of heading up that way, and we can do that meetup because yeah, it'd be really nice to catch up with you and have a chat. I'll WhatsApp you a couple of dates that I'm thinking and stuff, so we can kind of maybe pencil something in for your diary, or see if you've got something, or if you haven't got anything planned, you can kind of we can pencil it in together. Yeah, I'll just send me a text or something sometime during the week next week, then that's fine, no problem at all. And are you doing your live stream on Sunday, or are you still not in that zone of being able to do it yet? I need to see if I do that. Be this month. Oh well. And Simon, yeah, we've got to do that that catch up as well. We spoke about a couple of weeks ago. I hope it was a couple of weeks ago. Well, it only felt like a couple of weeks ago. I realise I'm frowning quite a lot. I do that when I'm focusing. My wife always says I have a really sort of frowning face every time she's telling me something. All some different faces now. I don't mean to frown. I think I just, whenever people talk to me and stuff, it always looks like I'm really cross or I'm frowning at people. But yeah, I'm not. Smiling on the inside. Ah, Simon, I'm glad it was only a couple of weeks ago. Time seems to fly with with my job working nights and stuff. I'm all out of sorts. Normally I'm hard at it at work at this time. Okay, Al, no problem. I know it takes a lot of getting used to and stuff like that. So that's just why I went for StreamYard. It was nice and simple and stuff. Um, you know, I know the picture quality is not great at the moment, but once I add in some webcams and stuff, hopefully it won't be so glitchy and stuff. Thanks, Mark. You can make me moderate if you like. Mark, oh yeah, on the Stanover one, you are a moderator, and on your other one, I'll add you in as a moderator as well, just in case you flip between the two. But yeah, you are a moderator at the moment. But you could always subscribe to me on the Stanover one if you want as well. That means I get another subscriber. Being cheeky there. Do you like that? Work night shifts on Tuesdays and day shifts on Wednesday. Yeah, it does. It throws you. I mean, when I get my 4 days off in the week just to readjust, I think it's by the third day I'm finally back into a sleep pattern, and then I have to go back into doing nights again. Yeah, definitely, Clive. An extra sub never hurts. So I got one for my grandma and my auntie. I think that was just my auntie. I don't think my grandma subscribed until they set up her an account. But she wanted to check out some of my videos and stuff because obviously this layout is sort of a tribute to my granddad and to her as well, because she was there when I was getting a lot of these models and making the loft layout in hers and my granddad's place. So yeah, for her it was she was quite pleased to see it just past the point of where I started and where I left off as a child. So yeah, she definitely wanted to come up and have a look. So that was great. Yeah, Ben, I mean, most of the time I'm watching people's videos at like 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff. And, whilst I'm having my break or whilst I'm working. So I end up watching about 3 or 4 videos and then I forget to leave comments and stuff. But I always do try to, hit the like button at least. But to stand there typing up a big comment and stuff, I don't really get the opportunity to do so. But I do watch so many YouTube channels. I think there's not a day goes past where my phone's not got a notification and of something that someone's posted. So, but it's great. I love it. I love seeing everybody else's layouts and stuff, and it's great to see people in the chat sort of subbing each other and stuff like that as well. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's nice when folks appreciate the modelling you're doing. Yeah, I definitely think that's true. It's nice that some people have put some nice comments on there. This is the first time I've ever really done all of this kind of scenic stuff. So it's a whole new world to me. I think you can sit there and watch it so much on YouTube on how to do it, and it kind of never goes quite as planned. So that's probably why I've not made like too many how-to videos. I'm kind of just sort of make it up as I go along. And Amy, welcome to the stream. Train wife of Hemel-Down. Be careful what I say now. Yeah, Chavo, Flymo, you must be quite. I mean, you're a moderator of so many like channels and stuff. It's like must be like a full-time job for you. Yeah. Thanks, Clive. Amy's a fair name. I don't disagree, my dear. Just checking out that. Oh, I'm already subscribed. That's Mr. X's channel, if I remember rightly. If I can't find him, I know he's in the loft talking to himself. Yeah, see, rather than I was saying this the other day on a live stream, rather than sitting there talking to myself, I might as well talk to some people on YouTube. Saves me going completely mad. All right, Roger, thank you very much for joining. Take care, my friend. And Anthony, I think that I had showed her some of the videos that Joyce had made about, is it the 10 things I love being married to the model train outsider? No, can't make her a moderator. I will, just to be kind. Don't want to exclude you from the train crew. So, Gothland, how far are you now? You must be mid-60s for your subscriber. Oh yeah, that was it. Worst things and the best things about. Let's hope I don't get one of those. Probably 20 of the worst things. 63. Fantastic. Making sure I've not missed anyone else out in the chat. Well, I was thinking, who wants to see 12 Days of Christmas? But what about every day's a Christmas day? So we could do maybe just like the whole of December, maybe? Or was that pushing my luck? Meet you halfway, 15, 16 days. Four yeses so far, including mine. And Brian's birthday is on the 12th day of Christmas. That was pretty cool, though, actually, just sort of opening something model railway related for 12 days. That's pretty cool. And I've got them all ready to be used on the layout because I'm at that stage now where I'll be able to use some of the ballast and some of the coal stuff. Some of the scenic bits will be added into this section here. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to using them. Almost had them a year and I've not used all of them yet. Right, so I'm looking at the time here and thinking my wife's also joined the stream, and I said I'll probably only going for about an hour. So yeah, I'm going to pretty much wrap up this as well. I think that I'm not sure if Bernie's still here, but I know that Bernie was waiting to go live as well. So I don't want to make it too late for him. Apologies, Bernie, if I've kept you off and stuff. But if Bernie does go live, I'll probably catch you over there at some point as well. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that's joined. It was like sort of over 20 people at some point. I'm sorry it was not really sort of anything of major interest. It was just a little bit of chit chat and stuff like that. I'm thinking of making some sort of themed bits, and obviously soon I'll be able to show you slightly different sections of the layout and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody, and thank you Alan as well, or both Alans, for joining. Saw Alan from Dragon Junction that you subscribed to my channel as well, and that's a big honor, so thank you very much for that. And yeah, like I say, head over to Bernie if you do get the opportunity, and he does still go live. So thanks, Bernie, for that one. And yeah, thank you to everybody that's joined. It's been great. Had a bit of a laugh as well. And yes, 12 Days of Christmas is back. We'll negotiate on the 12 days. It could be more. Let's see how the chat goes in a minute. All right. So thanks everybody for joining tonight. It's been great to speak to everybody. Thank you, Anthony. Really appreciated you popping in as well. Sorry, Ivor the Engine. I'm kind of getting to that point where it's the end of the stream. But hopefully you can watch it on catch up, and in maybe a week's time I'll do another one as well, so you can join. But thanks for pop by. Thanks for popping by. Thank you, Flymo. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Ruben. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Mark. And Ben, thank you very much. And to everybody else, thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.